Welcome to this week's edition of Biloxi A to Z, your guide to what's happening in Biloxi. This is for Friday, August 27th, 2021. It's been a busy week at City Hall and throughout the city. We'll tell you what police are expecting on the roadways this weekend. We're going to take you out into the field to see progress on a city project. We'll update you on city budget talks, which are winding down. We'll have a preview of the September issue of B News Monthly, and we're getting ready to roll out a new month of programming on BTV. And we'll leave you today with a gaggle of geese out at Hiller Park. But again today, we lead with another record-setting week for COVID-19 in Mississippi and locally.
On Tuesday, the Mississippi State Health Department reported 111 deaths from the COVID-19 virus, the highest daily number reported since the pandemic began 16 months ago. COVID-19 cases and deaths continue to rise while the vaccination rate remains low. Healthcare officials also report overwhelming numbers of patients with COVID-19 symptoms. Some hospitals have even stated that they are experiencing a bed shortage with COVID-19 patients in the hallways at emergency rooms. General hospital admissions for COVID patients, as well as intensive care unit admissions and vents, continue to trend upward. As of Thursday, August the 26th, the health department reports more than 3,400 new cases of the virus in 24 hours. They also report 34 new deaths. In Harrison County, more than 350 new cases have been reported in 24 hours, with 2 new deaths. Overall, more than 420,000 cases of the virus have been reported throughout Mississippi since the pandemic began over a year and a half ago. More than 8,000 deaths have now been reported. As for Mississippi's low vaccination rate, only a third of the population is fully vaccinated, and only 32% of Harrison County residents are fully vaccinated, according to the health department. At the hospitals, as of August the 25th, more than 1,600 people were hospitalized with COVID-19. 472 of those were in intensive care units. Memorial says that as of August the 25th, 95 individuals were in the hospital with COVID-19, and 30 of those were in intensive care units. Of those hospitalized, 88% were not vaccinated. Over at Singing River Hospital, as of August the 23rd, 153 patients had COVID-19 and 95% were unvaccinated. Singing River has teamed up with the Coast Transit Authority for a CTA Vaccinate Day on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the CTA Biloxi Transit Center on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Those who get a free vaccination during the event will receive a free monthly bus pass. For more information, call the center at 228-896-8080. In addition to getting the vaccine, everyone should continue safety precautions. Avoid indoor social gatherings and wear a mask when you are indoors at public places, even if you are vaccinated. Also, wash your hands often. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces, and stay home if you feel sick. For more information about vaccinations and links to appointments and safety protocols, visit the city's website at biloxi.ms.us, or you may call the Mississippi COVID-19 hotline at 877-978-6453 to schedule a COVID-19 vaccination.
Barricades were positioned at intersections on Highway 90 for what could be a busy weekend traffic-wise. Months ago, a promoter announced that Black Spring Break would be taking place this weekend. And although concerts at the Coliseum have been canceled because of COVID-19, heavy traffic may still be possible this weekend. One of the most conspicuous aspects of the city's traffic plan, those orange traffic cones on Highway 90, well, they are not yet in place, and police say they may wait until sometime this afternoon or even Saturday morning to make a decision on the cones. What we can tell you is that traffic info will be updated throughout the weekend through the city's text messaging service. To sign up for the free Be Alert service on your cell phone, text Biloxi, B-I-L-O-X-I, to 99411. We've been telling you about plans for the concrete pathway or boardwalk between Oak and the Smallcraft Harbor for some time now. This week, the first concrete for the walkway over the seawall was poured. It's being poured for a wall that will help keep sand on the beach. The original idea of placing prefabricated concrete panels on the job was set aside in favor of pouring concrete in place. One of the issues was to make sure that these new walls and this new walkway would stay attached during storms. The walkway will be 9 feet 6 inches wide, and on the outer edge of it there's going to be a 16-inch knee wall. That knee wall is designed to keep sand on the beach and off the highway. This job is a demonstration project for something that could take place all along the beachfront in Biloxi. The current work between Oak Street and the Smallcraft Harbor is expected to be completed on February 13th, 2022. The final aspects of the $70 million city budget for the coming fiscal year were scheduled to be worked out Friday morning. Council members were to meet to discuss the city's health insurance plan. This is a plan that covers more than 1,600 people. That's 581 city employees, Biloxi's elected leaders, as well as employees of the Seafood and Ore Museums and the Southern Coastal Federal Credit Union. In all, there are more than 1,000 dependents on the plan. The budget is expected to be approved on September 7th, when the City Council also will hear public comments on the proposed spending plan. You can see replays of the budget meetings and all City Council meetings on the city's YouTube page. Just go to the website and click right here. The September issue of B News Monthly will be arriving in your mailboxes and in P.O. boxes across the city in the next couple of days. It's another 28-page issue and it's all Biloxi. You'll see dramatic photography, a community calendar, news from City Hall, as well as updates from Keesler, the VA, Biloxi Public Schools, Coast Transit, and of course the Biloxi Shuckers. We even have a shrimp and grits recipe from the White Pillars restaurant. A new month also means that we have new programming coming up on BTV. We'll have video updates on infrastructure work, meetings, and more. We'll take you to the White Pillars, and we'll have plenty of old photos and postcards from old Biloxi. Keep in mind you still have a few more days to watch the August BTV lineup, with a look back at Camille and a visit to a local restaurant at 131 Lemieux, which is called 131 Lemieux. And here's something else to keep in mind. The National Hurricane Center is monitoring Tropical Depression 9. On Thursday morning, it was south of Cuba with winds of 35 miles an hour, and its track showed it entering the Gulf of Mexico on Friday. It could be in the central Gulf of Mexico on Saturday morning, and it could develop into a major hurricane, the Hurricane Center tells us. It will be called Ida. The advice is to continue to monitor weather reports over the weekend and heed any advice.
Temperatures throughout the weekend will be in the 70s and 80s with a high chance of rain and some thunderstorms each day. Be careful out there and be sure to keep an eye on the tropics this weekend. The Biloxi Shuckers are back at MGM Park where they are playing the Huntsville Rocket City Trash Pandas. Friday there will be a Sportula giveaway, Saturday will be a kids backpack giveaway, and Sunday will be Bark in the Park where you can take your dog to a game when you purchase a $7 firm ticket. For more information, visit online at BiloxiShuckers.com and on Facebook. Over at the Biloxi Civic Center, the Umpire Fights Championship will take place, and Gary Allen is scheduled to perform at Beau Rivage. Both events are taking place on Saturday. For more information and other happenings, check out the Biloxi Community Calendar on the city's website and in the August edition of B News Monthly. We leave you today out at Hiller Park, where a gaggle of Canadian geese has it made in the shade at Hiller Park. We'll see you again on Friday.